If a jury says not guilty, so be it.
Well, our jury is right here, sitting in their living rooms, and they're going to have an opportunity to tell us what they think. This topic has generated a lot of debate. We're going to invite you to be part of it. What do you think about all of this? Do you agree with the sentence, or do you think there's more to this story than we know? And if the victim's family is okay with the settlement and with the less than 30 days in jail, are you okay with it? I do want to know what you think about it, so a couple of ways you can do it. You can email your thoughts and opinions to me. Either go to csnphilly.com and then put in It's Your Call or IYC, that's our Comcast Sportsnet website. You can look for me there and then send me a comment, or you can email me directly right here at the show. That is TCN, the Comcast Network, _IYC at cable.comcast.com. You can also find us on Facebook, MySpace, or YouTube. Now, of course, on Facebook, this topic generated an enormous amount of debate and discussion. So we solicited some phone calls from our Facebook friends. Let's go to our telephone lines and take our first call of the show. It comes from Bob. Hey, Bob, how are you?
Hey, Lynn, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. What'd you think of this case when you heard that Donté Stallworth, yet another athlete, found himself in trouble?
Well, my initial reaction, and I think a lot of people's initial reaction right off the bat was, oh, great. You know, you heard the NFL, you heard NFL player, you heard DUI, you heard accident, and you heard pedestrian killed. And then, so when you hear all that, you automatically just, you come up with a thought process of thinking, okay, he's Donté Stallworth out at a club,
right,
drinking Cristal, making it rain dollar bills, and
right,
then, you know, hops in his car, you know, drunk, maybe with a lady of the evening with him or whatever.
All right, now
you
you're digressing for us.
but I mean, and he runs up on the sidewalk and hits somebody. But in reality, what happened was he was out at a club doing whatever, took a cab home, then went to bed,
right,
got up in the morning, and was on his way somewhere, and that's when he hit this guy, and he was still under the influence. But you know, I think. So
are you saying that he got a decent deal then, because it literally was the next day, not literally 10 feet from the club?
I think so. I mean, I think, like you stated earlier, the family being okay with the deal, I think they understand that their loved one, although it was tragic and he died, he was in the wrong as well.
That he contributed to it. All right, you know what, Bob? You have generated a lot of questions in my head here. I appreciate it. Thanks very much for your call.
Okay, have a great night.
All right, thank you. You as well. I do want to talk about that because, you know, that's one thing all four of you did not discuss, and that is the fact that this accident literally happened the next day. It wasn't as soon as he had left this club. It's a lesson to all of us that you can still be under the influence the next morning without realizing it. Do you think that played into the prosecution's deal with Donté?
Definitely, because it shows, once again, he was trying to do the right thing. End of story. Happened the next day. He was trying to do the right thing. If he didn't want to drive, if he took some time out, then got back in his car, realizing that he was intoxicated at one point in the night, then waiting to get in his vehicle. So that has to have played into the prosecution's.
You know, right away you think of the stereotype, that just another athlete. This guy gets in trouble all the time. Mm-hmm. This is the first time he had any kind of run-in with the law. Yeah. And I think that should say something.
All right, on that note, I have to take a quick break, but we're going to give you an opportunity to tell us what you think about Donté Stallworth and this 30-day jail sentence. When we come back, a couple of things we're going to talk about. I was really intrigued by the fact that he went to jail for less than a month for a fatal DUI, and then Michael Vick went to jail for 2 years because of the dogfighting ring. Is it apples and oranges, or are we valuing dogs more than humans? It's your call when we come back.
In Stallworth's situation, the victim was jaywalking on a highway, and it was a pure accident where Michael Vick was, surely he knew what he was doing.
Based on the crime that he committed, no, I don't think it's a fair sentence.
I don't think it's fair. I think a human life is more important than an animal's life. So if you get 30 days, what message is that sending?
If the family cooperated with it, it kind of says that maybe it's, you know, not that bad. But it doesn't, at the face of it, it doesn't sound right.
If you look at the seriousness, obviously Stallworth should be penalized more.
I think it's a tragedy what happened to Dante Stallworth, though. It's a good thing that he's taking responsibility for it.
Lynn Doyle's jewelry provided by David Craig Diamonds and Fine Jewelry, Newtown, Pennsylvania.
Transportation for It's Your Call guests provided by Preferred Car and Limousine.
Dante Stallworth should be suspended indefinitely, and I mean, I don't think he got enough of a sentence for his crime.
Nah, I don't think he should be allowed back in the NFL.
I think Dante Stallworth should be let back in the NFL eventually after he had his time.
I think they should expel him.
Once he's done his time, that's it. The NFL doesn't have anything to do with it. He should be entitled to be able to make some money and maybe pay the family.
He is definitely paying the family. There is a financial settlement with the victim of that DUI that is being paid by Dante Stallworth. The question in this next segment is, what do you think about that penalty of less than 30 days in jail, and whether or not he should be allowed to play in the NFL when his 2 years of house arrest is over? If you want to tell us what you think, you can find me on Facebook and tell us your opinion that way. If you'd like to friend the show, we're there as well. Let's check back in right now with the Facebook friends and see what you think about Dante Stallworth. Jeff writes, he should be in prison, no questions asked. If that was a normal person and not a pro athlete, they would be in prison for 10 years easy. Mustafa says, I think his sentence was appropriate. It was mediated between the victim's family, law enforcement, and Stallworth. There was never any intent to hide the crime. Those are just a couple of samples of our Facebook friends' opinions. Let's now go back to our panel here in the studio with me and find out what they think about this. We were talking about the Michael Vick case, and that was one of the reasons that I was really, really interested to have you all on here, because you're legalese, but you're also sports guys. So are we comparing apples and oranges when we talk about Michael Vick getting 23 months for his role in a dogfighting operation, or are we saying, hey, we're valuing the dogs more than this poor guy in Florida?
Well, Vick had intent. See, he planned what he did. He sat down and planned it out with his co-conspirators. This wasn't the case with Dante Stallworth, and I think that is the key there, that as I see it.
So because one was premeditated and one was an accident, that's why it's different?
Don't forget the lies, too. I think a lot of it had to do with him. Dante Stallworth, we have to all give him kind of credit for this, you know, because he was honest with it. He was upfront about it, never denied it, never pulled the guy who killed Nick Adenhart, the Angels pitcher, took off after the accident. He stayed there, did everything properly. Michael Vick lied to everybody. He lied to the feds. He lied to local law enforcement. He lied to the NFL commissioner. He lied to the owner of his own team. He lied to the American people. That's why I think he got a stiffer sentence.
Right. Additionally, DUI is something that everyone can relate to. That is, I'm not condoning it. It is a crime. However, many of us know either Cousin Joe, Uncle Bob, someone who has gotten behind the wheel themselves, but for the grace of God, there go I. It could have ended up in that situation, hopefully never have, but no one, or very few people, can at all relate to dog fighting. That is something that is
so it's apples and oranges.
Yeah, it is, and another twist, and I won't bore the audience too much with the difference between federal system and state system, but the federal, Michael Vick was prosecuted under federal system, federal guidelines, federal laws. Those are, for the most part, much, much stricter than state sentences. Bank robbery, for example. You get prosecuted federally for bank robbery, you're going away for 10, 15 years or so. Locally, bank robbery, maybe you're going to do 5 years. So that's part of the difference. Apples and oranges, yeah.
And in Philadelphia, you do too.
All right, so now we